Hi everyone, I'm just about to start my workout for today. This workout is going to be 30 minutes, so I am including it on my playlist of 30-minute workouts. However, it is broken up into 10-minute segments, so I will also be including this on my playlists of 10-minute workouts and 20-minute workouts because you can just do one section or two sections. You can mix and match depending on how long you want your workout to be. So the first section is going to be 10 minutes of interval training. I have my timer set for 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals times 10 rounds. I'm going to be doing a circuit of 5 exercises, so we will complete that little circuit twice. So if you want to just do the first 10 minutes with me, you can just do these first 5 exercises twice through the circuit for a quick 10 minutes of interval training. Part 2 is just going to be 10 minutes of interval jump rope. So again, keep your timer set for 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals if you can. 50-second work intervals are a little challenging with jump rope, so if you need to reset your timer, you can do 15 seconds rest and 45 seconds work. You can do 10 seconds rest and 20 seconds of work times 20 rounds. Break it up however you need to, but I'm going to keep my timer set for 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals for my jump rope section. So we'll do 10 rounds of that. It is challenging, but it's only 10 rounds. If you don't have a jump rope, then 10 minutes of cardio. Any way you want to get it done. So if you have an exercise bike or a treadmill, you can hop on there for 10 minutes. If you live in an apartment complex, you can do up and down the stairs for 10 minutes. You can go for a half a mile or a mile run, depending on how fast you run. Either around your neighborhood, or if you have a park close by with a track, or if you have access to your local high school track, that would probably be easiest. You can just jog around the track for 10 minutes, or you can do 2 laps or 4 laps. That depends on how fast you run. But 10 minutes of cardio. If you want to do the cardio section, you can always eliminate the cardio section. Just do sections 1 and 3 for a 20-minute workout. So 10 minutes of cardio. Any way you want to do it is section 2, and then section 3 is a little combo. I will walk you through the combo when we get to section 3. Before we begin, let me very quickly just show you these first 5 exercises that we're doing so that you know what is coming up in part 1 and you're ready to get started. I will be using a set of 10-pound dumbbells today. You may need something lighter or heavier. That depends on your strength and on your level of fitness. So please make the decision that is best for you. Also make sure that your dumbbells are flat on the bottom because we are going to have them on the ground. We're going to be putting our weight on them. And if your dumbbells are rounded here, they will roll around on you. You'll get hurt. We don't want that. So if your dumbbells are the only dumbbells you have access to are not flat on the bottom, don't use them for this workout. It is not safe. Please make sure they are flat on the bottom. And again, today I am quite pressed for time. It's just a busy time of the year, so I'm not going to be taking a long time to really go through the intricacies of doing each exercise with proper form. So if you have any questions about how to perform the exercises properly, please just ask and I will help with that. If you're not really sure about the proper form for any of these exercises, ask or choose a different workout where I had more time to really demonstrate and explain the proper form. If you are not performing the exercises with proper form, you are not getting the maximum intended benefits out of the exercise. You're kind of cheating yourself. You're also putting yourself at risk of pain or injury. We don't want that. So please make sure that you understand how to do the exercises with proper form before you begin the workout. If you have questions about that just ask. Same if you need to see equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications. I don't have time to go through all of that today in the video, but I will always make time to help you with that individually. So if you need to see that, please just ask. I'm just going to very quickly demonstrate each of the first 5 exercises so that you know what we're doing. The first exercise is a push-up on the dumbbell with a counterweight squat and an overhead arm raise. So I have my dumbbell in front of me. I'm going to start by putting one hand on either side of the dumbbell like this. You can step your feet back into plank or you can jump them back. I'm going to do a push-up from this position, so holding onto my one dumbbell with my hands close together like that. I'm going to do a push-up. Jump the feet in or step them in. Now I'm going to pick up the dumbbell and stand. I'm going to do a counterweight squat, so shoulders back and down. Chest is lifted high. Core is nice and strong and tight and engaged. Push that booty back, keeping your back flat. weight in the heels. From here, sink down into your squat, and on your way down into the squat, the weight is gonna come up in front of me like a counterweight. Press into the heels and stand. And now lift the weight up overhead with straight arms, but don't lock out your elbows. Keep the elbows soft. Bring the weight back down. That is our first exercise. One more time, a little faster. So jump the feet back. Push up on the dumbbell. Jump the feet in. Stand. Counterweight squat. Overhead arm raise. Exercise number 2 is going to be a one-leg deadlift. With a knee up, we're going to pass the dumbbell under the knees. We're going to alternate sides with each of the deadlifts. So I'm going to start holding the weight in one hand. I have the other hand on my back just to keep it out of the way. So again, shoulders back and down, chest is lifted high. Your core is nice and strong and tight and engaged. Pushing the booty back, keeping the weight in your heels. Keeping the knee soft of this standing leg and lifting the other leg. You're going to hinge at the hips. Let the weight drop in front of you. And now on your way up, so you're going to hinge at the hips, reverse the movement on the way up. This non-standing leg is going to come up in front of you. You're going to lift the knee. You're going to take your dumbbell and pass it under your knee so that you're not holding the dumbbell in the other hand. Put this leg down, and now the same thing on the other side. So, switching legs. Now this is my standing leg. Don't lock the knee, keep the knee soft. Deadlift. Knee up. Pass the dumbbell. Exercise number 3 is going to be a weighted Santana push-up. And then we are going to jump over the dumbbell. We're going to alternate sides. So I'm going to start with the dumbbell in one hand like this. The other hand is going to be flat on the floor. I'm going to come down into a plank position. I'm going to do a push-up with one hand flat on the floor, one hand on the dumbbell. Now I'll rotate into a side plank. And as I rotate into my side plank, this dumbbell is going to come up to the shoulder, and then we're going to press it up overhead. Dumbbell comes back down to the shoulder, rotate back into the plank, return to your starting position. Now I'm going to jump the feet in so that my feet are right next to the dumbbell. Stand, and now we're going to jump up and over the dumbbell. Come down and repeat that on the other side. So now the opposite hand is holding the dumbbell. The other hand is flat on the ground. Step or jump your feet back into a plank position. Do a push-up with one hand on the dumbbell, one hand flat on the floor. Rotate into your side plank. Press the dumbbell up overhead. Put the dumbbell down, jump the feet in, and jump over. Okay? That's exercise number 3. 2 more to go, and then we will get started. Exercise number 4 is going to be a weighted sit-up. Similar concept to the second exercise, the deadlift. We're going to lift the knee and pass the dumbbell underneath the knee. So coming down to your mat, starting with the dumbbell in one hand up by the shoulder on that same side. I'm going to sit up, and on the way up, I'm going to press the dumbbell up overhead. Now I'm going to lift the opposite knee off the ground. Pass the dumbbell under that knee. So now I'm holding the dumbbell in the other hand, press it up overhead, and reverse the movement coming back down to your starting position. So this weight, the dumbbell now comes back down to my shoulder as I return to my starting position. Alternating sides. So now the dumbbell's in my other hand. I'm going to sit, press the weight up overhead, lift the opposite knee, pass the dumbbell under the knee to the other hand, press it up overhead, and then on the way back down, the dumbbell will come back down to my shoulder. And that is exercise number 4. All right, one more to go, and then we will get started. The last exercise is a side lunge with an overhead press, and we're going to do a half burpee. We'll alternate sides. So I'm going to start again with the dumbbell in one hand and up towards this shoulder on the same side. I'm going to lunge to the side. So the side where I'm holding the dumbbell, that's going to be my standing leg. With the other leg, I'm going to lunge to the side. Again, shoulders are back and down, chest is high. Core is strong and tight, engaged. The back is going to stay flat. You're going to push your booty back, keeping the weight in the heel of that lunging leg. So bearing all that in mind, lunge to the side. Weight is in the heel of this lunging leg. I'm going to swing the dumbbell down underneath, in between my legs, and then pushing off of that lunging leg. I'm gonna return to the starting position so the weight returns up to the shoulder, and now I'm going to do an overhead press. So just press the weight up overhead. Now I'm gonna put the weight down, and I'm gonna do a half burpee. So hands come down, I'm gonna jump the feet back, and then just jump them right back in, stand, and jump up. We'll alternate sides. So now with the other hand, I'm gonna pick up the dumbbell, bring it up to the shoulder, lunge to the other side, swing the dumbbell, overhead press, put it down, half burpee, and continue. That's the last exercise. So we're just gonna go through, that's our little circuit. We're on 10-second rest intervals, 50-second work intervals. We're gonna go through that circuit twice, and that's part one, okay? So go ahead and grab one dumbbell. If you have a dumbbell that is flat on the bottom, grab an exercise mat or a towel, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up, and when you are ready, let's get started with our first 10 minutes. All right, starting my watch, starting the timer. So we're starting with a 10-second rest interval, just so that we have a second to get ready. So we're starting with our push-up on the dumbbell, counterweight squat, and arm raise. With the knee up, and then we're going to pass the dumbbell and then the knee. So deadlift, knee up, pass the dumbbell, switch sides. Deadlift, knee comes up, pass the dumbbell. Keep going. Santana push-up. Jump the feet in, hop over the dumbbell. Okay, very quickly, grab your mat, your towel. We have just 10 seconds to rest. Oh, next is our weighted sit-up. Pass the dumbbell. last exercise, side lunge. So dumbbell swing, overhead press, and a half burpee. Other side. Okay, that's once through the circuit. We just have to do all that once more, and then we're done with section one. Next is one leg deadlift, knee up, passing the dumbbell to the knee. Weighted Santana push-up, and then a hop over the dumbbell. Okay, sit-ups. Move quickly. last exercise, side lunges, dumbbell swing, overhead press, half burpee. All right, that's it. That's section one. That's our first 10 minutes complete. If that's all you're doing today, do your bonus burpee, stretch, go shower, eat, get on with your day. If you are continuing on with me, I already started my timer. We're gonna go ahead and start section 2 right away. 10 minutes of interval skipping. So I didn't change my timer. I'm on 10-second rest intervals, 50-second work intervals, 10 rounds. But for the last section, for those exercises, 50 seconds did not feel very long. For me anyway. But when I jump rope, 50-second work intervals feel like forever. I find it very challenging. So it's only 10 times that we're doing it, right? Only 10 intervals. So if you want to try it, then just stay with me. Do what I'm doing. If you want to start with 50-second work intervals, but after 2 or 3 or 4 intervals is getting too tough, then just rest where you need to. If you already kind of know that 50-second work intervals are too long for you and it's going to be too challenging, then remember what I said at the beginning. You can set your timer however you want. So if you feel like you just need a little bit more rest and a little bit shorter rest interval, try 15 seconds rest. I felt like that was inaudible. 15 seconds rest, 45 seconds work, and keep it set at 10 rounds. To get your 15 minutes. It might not seem like that would feel like much of a difference from 10:50, but it's a 10-second turnaround, and it really does make a difference. You're not only reducing your work interval by 5 seconds, but you're gaining another 5 seconds of rest. So try it. It actually really does make a big difference. If that is still too long of a work interval for you, you can always do 10 seconds rest and 20 seconds of work times 20 rounds. Typically, when I jump rope, those are the intervals I'm on. 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds of work. I find it much more manageable. But since this is only 10 minutes, and my timer was already set for 10 rounds of 10:50, I'm just, pushing myself a little harder today to hang in there for these 50-second work intervals. Doing my best. I'm tripping a little. If you trip over your jump rope, it's fine. I've been jumping rope for a long time, many years, trying to get better at it. And as horrible as I am at jump rope, believe it or not, I am like so much better than I used to be. I actually have improved a lot, but I have better days and worse days. Some days I don't trip at all, and some days it's like just constant tripping over the jump rope, and it can get pretty frustrating, but I really do my best to not let the frustration dictate my mood for the rest of the workout, because yeah, there's times that I want to just like stop. Just stop the whole workout, throw my jump rope into the alley and say like, I'm done. But I do my best to just take a deep breath and just move forward, just get right back into it. Because if I stay in that frustration, if I kind of perseverate on that and like wallow in it, no good can come of it. All it's likely to do is cause me to trip more, because I'll just be feeling, frustrated and unhappy with myself, and like, I don't want to be doing this, and I'm no good at it, and what's the point? So I know it's frustrating to trip over your jump rope. Believe me, I know. I trip over my jump rope plenty. So I know how frustrating it can be. I'm not saying don't get frustrated. It's only normal and natural to get frustrated when the goal is to jump over the rope, and specifically not to trip on the rope. So when I'm tripping, I'm failing at what I'm attempting to do. It's not the goal. So it's only normal and natural to be frustrated with that, to be frustrated with that failure. But once I've tripped, I have to do my best to just kind of let it be over, okay? I'm out here, I'm putting in the work, I'm putting my best effort forward, okay? I'm doing the best I can, that's all you can do. And the bottom line is, I'm doing the work. I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm doing the reps. So there's a lot more to feel good about than bad about. So just do your best, that's all you can do. If you're tripping a lot, breath, get right back into it, do your best. If you feel like it means that the work intervals are too long for you, shorten your work intervals. Give yourself more time to rest and see if that doesn't help. And the bottom line is, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. This is our last interval. So, at the end of this interval, my timer is going to do that long series of beeps so that we know that my 10 minutes is up. As soon as you hear that beeping, that means time is up and you can stop if you would like. I like to keep skipping until the beeping stops. So it's like an extra 15 seconds or so. But I like to do it just to finish strong and then maybe feel like I'm making up for however many reps I missed. Okay, there's the beeping. You can stop anytime, or you can keep going with me for like just another 10 seconds. I feel like it, in my mind, I'm making up for however many reps I may have missed from tripping over my rope. So that is something I typically do with my jump rope. Once time is up, I keep skipping until the beeping stops. All right, that's our second 10 minutes done. If you're stopping here, thank you for working out with me today. You have 1 rep left to go. Do your bonus burpee. Please take a few minutes to stretch, and then you can get on with your day. If you are continuing on with me, we have just one more 10-minute section to go. So for this section, I'm using both of my 10-pound dumbbells. It's a little combo, so let me just show you the combo real quickly, and then I'm going to reset my timer to count down 10 minutes, and then we'll get started. So I'm starting with a reverse lunge. We're going to do 2 little pulses. So stepping back, bending the knees. If you can tap the ground with your knee, that's great. If your range of motion does not allow you to go down that far, that's fine. Work to your own level. So if your range of motion is here, then that's your lunge, that's fine. But whenever you get into your lunge, you're going to lunge, pulse, pulse, and then after that second pulse, this back leg is gonna kick straight up in the air in front of you, and you will touch the toes of that foot with your opposite hand. So aim high, and then you're going to repeat that on the other leg. So now lunge back with the other foot, pulse, pulse, kick the foot up, and touch the toes. Now 2 renegade row push-ups. So on your flat dumbbells, you're gonna hold on to the dumbbells, either kick or jump the feet back into a plank or step them back. Push up, row the dumbbell. Push up, row the dumbbell on the other side. So just bend the elbow and lift the dumbbell up to your shoulder, and then controlling the movement, lower the weight back down. Jump the feet in, holding onto the dumbbells. You're gonna stand halfway, and then, as always, shoulders are back and down, chest is high. Core is strong and tight and engaged. Pushing that booty back, keeping the weight in the heels and keeping your back flat. Hinging at the hips, knees are soft. You're gonna do a bent over row. So, bending the elbows and rowing the weights up to the shoulders, and now controlling the movement on the way down. Lower the weights back down. Now, keeping your back flat, hinging at the hips. Press into those heels and stand. And from here, you're gonna do a reverse curl. So my palms are facing the front of my thighs. From this position, I'm gonna curl the weights up to my shoulders. So bend the elbows and bring the weights up to the shoulders. Now my palms are facing you. Reverse the movement. That is your first rep. Put the weights back down and continue. That's the combo. If you can't do a reverse curl, you can rotate your arms sideways like this and do a hammer curl. You can rotate your wrists all the way around so that your wrists are facing forward and do a bicep curl. Whatever works for you. I will be doing a reverse curl, okay? So, pulse, pulse, kick, pulse, pulse, kick, 2 renegade row push-ups, bent over row, reverse curl. That's the combo. We are going to do as many sets of that combo as we can during a 10-minute countdown. So you get a few more seconds to rest while I reset my timer. If you need a longer rest break to towel off and get something to drink, you can pause the video. My timer is going to be set in just a few more seconds, and as soon as it's ready to go, I'm going to start. Okay, so timer is set. Almost. I lied. After the plane, we'll start. Just get a few more seconds to breathe. Shake it off. We have just one more 10-minute section to go. Minutes, but first I have a 10-second rest interval programmed in, just so that once I start the timer, we have 10 seconds to breathe, get ready, get into position, and we don't lose any time off of our work interval. So when you're ready, here we go. This is 10 seconds to rest. The next beep you hear is the start of our 10-minute work interval. So as many sets of the combo as you can manage in 1 more second. Here we go. Beep. Pulse, pulse, kick, other leg. Pulse, pulse, kick. Push up, row the dumbbell. Push up, row the dumbbell on the other side. Jump or step the feet back in. Bent over row. Reverse curl. Put the weights back down. That's 1 set. Okay, we're gonna do as many of those as we can in 10 minutes. Keep going. Okay, we're halfway there. Keep pushing. We are at the halfway point. Actually, now we're a little past the halfway point. So if you need to pause and take a little rest break, now would be a good time to rest for 20, 30 seconds, up to a minute if you need to. Well, more if you need it. If you rest for a minute, you only have 3 minutes left, so. Obviously, I don't want you to push yourself beyond your capabilities for today. So rest as long as you need to. Of this is too much, you can just do 5 minutes, or you can do 5 minutes and then take a 2-minute rest or a 5-minute rest and see if you can do another 5 minutes. Or you can just say that you're going to complete, 10 sets or 20 sets and just time yourself. Whatever works for you, remember that you have to always work to your own level and you have to always be flexible and be ready and willing to make whatever changes you need to make it work for you, to suit your current level of fitness, to make use of whatever equipment you have, or to make changes if you don't have the equipment that I'm using. You can modify to make it more challenging. You can add weight. You can use heavier weights than I'm using if you're capable of doing that for 10 minutes with proper form. You can add reps. You can add more pulses to the reverse lunges. You can do 4 4 push-ups instead of 2 per step. You can do 2 rows for each push-up. You can add an overhead press. You can do it for longer than 10 minutes. Okay, so if you need to shorten it up because you don't have time or because you're not strong enough yet to do this for 10 minutes, then adjust your time accordingly. If you're stronger than I am and you want to challenge yourself more, then add reps, add weight, add time. We have 30 seconds left. We have time to do at least 1 more. I'm going to try to do 2 more. There's my time. I just want to finish this set. If the timer beeps and your 10 minutes runs out while you're in the middle of a set, you can stop in the middle of the set. That's fine. I just wanted to finish the set, even though I won't count it in my official score. I'll count that as half a set, but I just wanted to do it. Okay, almost done. That's our 30 minutes. We have just 1 rep left to go. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee. But before I do my bonus burpee, I was jumping rope in this workout, so when I do a jump rope workout, in addition to my bonus burpee, I also like to do 1 little bonus set of 100 skips, meaning 100 revolutions of the jump rope. So any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. Just counting 100 revolutions of the rope. So if you would like to join me for this quick little bonus, here we go. Just counting to 100 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's our little jump rope bonus. And now we have just 1 rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day, here we go. I thought this was such a great workout. I'm really glad I did it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did this workout with me today, thank you very much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did. As always, since I did not provide equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, just one last time, if you need to see those, please ask. I'm always more than happy to help with that. I just don't have time to do it today. I'm so sorry. I'd really like to do it in the videos. It's just too busy this time of year. So please reach out if you need help. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, thank you if you have been subscribed for years and years. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching and liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments, and a special thank you to those of you who have been commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I go, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is, I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. So if you are still watching this video, thank you. Hi, what's up? Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. That is it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.